Welcome to the Canadian Business Quarterly podcast, where we speak with Canada's most influential industry leaders on the business and economic development issues taking place across the country. You can stay up to date with all of our content, including our publications, newsletters, and podcasts by visiting www.thecbq.ca and clicking on subscribe.
Today's guest is Jeff Dean, president of Barclay Restorations. Starting in the insurance restoration business in 1988, it has provided Jeff with the base to grow Barclay into the industry leader it is today. Barclay Restorations has just finished its 50th year in business serving the Greater Vancouver area. Starting as a carpenter/drywaller and moving up the ranks in other restoration firms to eventually being a shareholder of Barclay in 2006, Jeff took over the role of president in 2018. He and his team are passionate about helping others when an unexpected disaster strikes. So, Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, firstly, why don't you take us through the background of Barclay Restorations?
Sure. As you mentioned,
we celebrated our 50th year of business last year, which is very exciting for us. Barclay originally started in 1971 as a construction company building condos and commercial buildings. But today we specialize in insurance restoration work. When I joined Barclay in 2006, we had, give or take, 20 employees or so, and now we have 95 full-time staff, and we continue to grow. The business today is owned by myself and my business partner, Dean Guilfoyle, and both of us started in the restoration business in 1988. We are also a member of DKI Canada, which is a group of independent business owners that represent over 90 locations across the country. And this gives us the ability to be a part of large national insurance restoration contracts.
So now that we know a little bit about the background, do you want to give us an overview of the business itself?
We specialize in four main service areas. Water damage, which would be insurance losses like broken pipes and roof leaks, sewer backups, things of that nature. Fire and smoke damage. Wind damage, which could be anything from roof shingles blowing off to a tree that crashes through your home or a commercial building, and also abatement services to deal with asbestos, lead, and mold abatement.
Are there any other areas of the business as well that you guys move into or have diversified into?
Yes, there is. Yeah, we have a large loss division which looks after major losses that range from anywhere from $500,000 to $20 million, and these type of claims would be things like very large house fires or major water and fire damage in condo buildings. We also have a strata division that deals specifically with condo and townhouse damage. And we have a trauma division that works with local prisons and police departments for the specialized type cleaning jobs.
Probably for a lot of our listeners, maybe this isn't a space a lot of them know about. So, what do you think is your difference in relation to other companies that might work in this sector?
Barclay's been the
longest running restoration company in the Greater Vancouver area. And I believe Barclay's been able to thrive over the last 50 years by keeping our staff trained for the specialized work that we do. This involves continuous learning and upgrading of all our skills. We also leverage technology for speedier and more accurate information sharing, which is a real key to our success. And this involves industry-specific apps and camera equipment and the like that we use on site. So I can have a project manager go to a claim and put together a report while he's there, and it will transfer live to our staff in the office. And when he's pulling out of the driveway, an insurance adjuster or property manager could literally have a report showing up on their computer while he's actually leaving the job site. So that's a big advantage we have. And having an insurance claim can be often a devastating and emotional experience for people. And at Barclay, we try to put feeling back into the claims experience. We really want our clients to know that we're there for them in their time of need.
So how do you view your company then? Would you consider yourselves construction engineering firms at heart, or how do you try to explain the services to maybe people sitting on the outside?
No, really, we're
Insurance restoration it is construction, obviously, but there's quite a bit more to it. Because you're dealing kind of with the emotional side. If you were to call me and say, let's do a kitchen reno, everyone's happy to see you and off you go. But in our business, it's you're often going into a situation that is quite dramatic for people. So although we're rebuilding your house, we're also in a different sort of business that we have to deal with the emotional side as well. There are things certainly in our industry that are common to the regular construction, and that would be like a staffing is a major hurdle for us. We have a very hard time finding qualified staff for all of our departments, be it trades or be it office staff. So that's a big hurdle that we all share, I think, in this country.
And what sort of other things are taking place in your business? If I'm not mistaken, you guys have recently partnered with a charity as well?
We have, yeah, through our
affiliation with DKI, we're very proud to be a new corporate sponsor for Ronald McDonald House Charities, which is really fantastic. And in fact, this past summer, all our employees put on a staff carnival to raise money for Ronald McDonald House. And over the couple hours that the carnival was on, our staff managed to raise $4,500 for the charity, which was very exciting.
So it sounds like, the business is established. It's quite the milestone. It sounds like, you've got the clientele or the client in place to work with this. So what does that mean for you guys moving forward? Or are there any, key plans or growth that you see for you guys in the near to longer term?
Well, we will certainly continue
to have our major focus on the restoration work and growing that business. A big part of that is strata in the Greater Vancouver area. Strata is a very just mainly anything being built is condos or townhouses. So strata is a big part of our focus going forward. We're also working on doing our part to be a sustainably conscious business. We've already implemented a waste reduction program in our offices, and we're working on a plan going forward to try and recycle as much waste as we can from job sites to keep it out of the landfills.
Right. Okay. And so, look, we're starting to wrap up now. Jeff, are there any other business lessons that you've learned that you might like to share?
I think personally, I'm a firm believer that to have a successful business, you really need to surround yourself with a team that has the same vision as you and then empower them in the roles that they have. And really what makes Barclay the successful company that we are today is certainly our people.
Excellent. Well, Jeff, I appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much.
This has been a production of the Canadian Business Quarterly, a division of Romulus Rising Proprietary Limited. All rights reserved. You can stay up to date with the Canadian Business Quarterly, including our publications, newsletters, and podcasts by visiting www.thecbq.ca and clicking on subscribe.